Hello everyone and welcome to my long-awaited look at Fate Extra for PlayStation Portable. I was considering playing, or starting at least, Tsukihime first. However, with the upcoming Fate Extra CCC event, I at least want to get the basic lowdown on this universe. I mean, I kind of know it because I played a bit of Extra and or a bit of Excella there, but I don't know much, especially compared to everything else in Fate. So as such, I say, let's get started here with Fate Extra and see where we go and see how that goes. So now, you might be wondering, what does the complete, or is it complete? What's it called? It has a name. It's called, no, Fate Extra Perfect. It is called Fate Extra the Perfect Patch. What is the Perfect Patch? Well, I'm going to read the README here. So this is a patch for the US version of Fate Extra. 1. It adds subtitles to all spoken battle lines. Fixes lore translation issues to match common Fate canon. Subtitles the opening videos and fixes translation issues from the original release. Even though it's compatible with the original PSP hardware, if you play it with the full version there, play it on an emulator like this, it will run better. There are a couple things, such as the fact that we use the word Praetor, and you can change it to Maestro. That's an option. However, I'm used to her saying Praetor, so that's fine. But otherwise, yeah, so this is a patched version. It just came out. Good timing. I was considering playing this on original hardware, but then I realized, what's the point? What's the point? Is there a real reason to? There's really not. So, let us get started. Now, there's obviously questions of how many times am I going to play it, or what am I going to go through. I'm planning on playing it once, at least right now. That once may turn into more if I end up loving this, or more. Interesting, easy mode. I'm gonna go normal. I'm gonna go normal because I'm an RPG guy. There are a number of dead ends and oh, I didn't know that. Okay, that makes it more interesting. I didn't know there was that. Oh, I didn't know it was visual novel style either. That's interesting. It's a bright, sunny morning. The air is filled with the joyful laughter of students. There's more activity than normal in front of the school gate. Crowd is forming as students are being called over. What's going on? When I peer into the center of the hubbub, I see my friend and student council president, Issei Ryudo. Okay. Omurahara, huh? Morning. The weather we're having. Think? Wow, weird. Is that us? What is going on? This is off to a different start than I expected. Hi, Issei. You simultaneously look like Issei and don't. Why do you look so surprised? We announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council would strictly enforce school rules. I have been tasked with performing inspections to ensure students are in compliance with the school rules. Now, it goes without saying, everyone is subject to inspections, even old friends. Now then, in uniform inspection time. Collar, check. Pant hems, check. And your socks, check. Next to the contents of your bag. Notebooks, textbooks, pencil box. Not even a whiff of contraband. Your nails are evenly cut. Your haircut is sensible. Hey, guess who would be screwed? I would. I bite my nails. I'm sorry, my nails are never evenly cut. Indeed, quite remarkable. You're a model Tsukimihara Academy student. Instead of Homurahara, it's Tsukimihara. Huh. Suki means moon, right? Like Tsukihime? Okay. Someone like you ought to consider a future in student government. You'd be perfect for it. No, I want to have a social life. Oh, but I'd never try to coerce you into joining the student council. We aren't like that. Now then, off to your classroom. Enjoy your day. Before I can reply, Mr. Diligent Student Council President is on to the next student's inspection. Hungry for gossip? On their way to join their classrooms, or on the way to their classrooms, students jabber about the inspections. They're always so gently bustling in the morning. Another peaceful beginning to another peaceful day. Press that while you're on a campus to go to your system menu. Oh. This is way more Persona than I expected. Also, who are we? Because, like... That's not who I thought we would be. Fast, please. Yeah, event voices on, background music. Turn it down just a bit so we can get the sound effects and voices higher. There's some interesting stuff here for sure. Stuff I didn't expect. Oh, isn't the archery range open? What is this archery range you speak of? Oh, that building over to the right. What about it? Well, somebody left their stuff there, but whatever. Can we go there? No? Okay. Yeah, because we're not the character that I know of at all. Who is this guy? What's going on? I have this weird feeling I'm forgetting something. I just can't think of what it might be. Man, I must have a hole in my head. If I head back to my classroom. Looks a bit like Homurahara. That's for sure. Tsukimihara, huh? Oh man, I gotta go to the bathroom before homeroom starts. My eyes are starting to float. What does that mean? Is that a saying? My eyes, what? Woke up this morning with a splitting headache, and I've been really forgetful as of late. Wow, this is very Persona. This is the faculty office. I don't really have any need or desire to talk to any of the teachers, so I shouldn't go in, okay? Again, a common thing in Personas, or rather Japanese schools, the faculty office, room 1A. Even though no one is around, the silence is so absolute that it's somewhat unnerving. 1A, 1B, 1B. This classroom feels totally lifeless. The lack of students just makes that feeling worse. What does remaining 3 mean? Looks like fire alarm. Side of it makes me want to set it off. Hey, don't worry, that's me too, bud. I don't think there's anyone who doesn't feel that exact thing of seeing a fire alarm and then there's that nagging part of your head that's like, just pull it. Also a basement? School commissary. The cafeteria is up ahead. Looks like they're still getting ready. A basement cafeteria? Alright. We better head to the classroom. 2A? Ring a bell? Okay. With 2A. Library. Library. There are weird mechanical noises coming from inside. I check it out, but the door's locked. Strange thing for the library to be. Oh, we can search that. Librarian about exams. The library will be closed for the duration of exams. During the closure, shelves will be reorganized and the much requested PCs added. Stop by after your exams. Oh, hey, PCs. How nice. Thing in there. It's this jazzy soundtrack, though. Alright. 2A, that's our class. Let's head on in. Oh, Simon, LDL, chimes. What the what? Okay. Chimes raise curtains on humble days. Presses. Oh, okay. As I enter class, I see. I mean, I already know. People have told me. People have warned me, but. See Mato with a bunch of girls. Why he's so popular is a mystery. Oh, I need to turn the music down a lot more. Can I do it right now? Nope. You look even scummier in this art style. Wow, you suck. A little early for so much abuse, but Shinji Mato, Jikatanai. His arrogance is almost palatable. I don't know what he's saying, but it makes all the girls squeal with joy. Actually, let me rephrase. His popularity isn't so much mysterious as it is unnatural. I was just doing a little math tutoring. Stuff is beyond easy. For me, anyway. Wait a second, Mato. Isn't the answer to that question totally wrong in every way? What the? I'm the one who solved that. There's no way it could be wrong. But look at this. Since when did 2 + 2 = 5? Never make such a stupid mistake. It's all your fault. You're the idiots here, not me. As Shinji raises his voice, the girls all panic and run back to their desks. I hate dealing with the proletariat. Really? Especially when they think they're my equal. It's really pathetic that these worms don't know their place. That's why I like you so much. Though you're boring. You know not to steal my thunder. You're the ultimate sidekick. Shinji flashes me a smile. It's weird how I never take offense at the way he talks to me. By some strange twist of fate, Shinji Mato and I are somehow friends. How we became friends was, well, I can't quite remember how it happened. I want to say we met in spring sometime. Bell rings as I try to recollect. And who should fly through the door but our homeroom teacher, Miss Fujimura? Yes! I love you! I made it. Good morning, Oh, here we go. And thud. Miss Fujimura trips, falling painfully onto the floor. As she lands, her head strikes the corner. Oh, God! Corner of the platform at the front of her desk. The classroom goes dead silent. Every student's attention is focused on the same thing. Again. How does she manage to trip in the same place every time? Listen, you, this isn't the time to be making stupid jokes. You're right, she isn't moving. Actually, she is. I can see her twitching. Get knocked out or something? Brave students get out of their seats and crowd around the still comatose Fujimura. Miss Fujimura? Miss Fujimura? Are you okay? What? What's wrong, everyone? Hey, class is about to start, so get to your seats pronto. Tsukimihara jumps to her feet, as if nothing had happened. It's almost as if the memory of her sudden and violent trip to the floor was totally erased. As it happens all the time, no one seems to notice or care enough to say. No one gives a thought to how odd it is for this to happen every single day. That's cool. Oh, it's a timeline. I like that. Playing out before me seems to never change from day to day. Same exact lessons, same exact subject, same exact content. What? Wait, what? Hold up, what? Today we're going to study the biography of Dr. Peaceman, a talented physician who... Miss Fujimura is conducting class today the same she does every day. You may not know, but when I was young, an unknown pathogen was the cause of a sudden epidemic. Why does this hit so much harder nowadays? In fact, outbreaks were common, but now most illnesses are cured using nanothinamajigs. And FYI, I'm still young. This will be on the test, so make sure you don't forget it. I mean it. Her ensuing laughter stops short at her eyes, which seem deadly serious. Just as everyone is about to call Fujimura out, the bell signaling the end of class rings. Alright, that's all for today. Be sure to study hard tonight and don't forget those important points I told you about. It's the evening. Well, today's class wasn't all that boring. It is a relief. The bell rings. As the bell signaling the end of the day sounds, students begin to break off into small groups. Thank God that's over. I was getting sick of all the busy work. Being a student sucks. The worst part of the whole deal is having to attend these stupid classes. That's a different uniform. Like, totally. You're still here. Usual. You don't have any plans, like a date or something? I'm just messing with you. I know you're too big of a nerd to ever get a date. I mean, you're just going to your dork club. Journalism club, right? Well, seeing as you're boring as stale white bread, your life is exactly as it should be. You know exactly what your role in life is, and you stay there. I'll catch you later. See you in class tomorrow. Yeah, again, reminder, how's he my friend? Okay, so one thing I do want to do is, I'm gonna, once again, I'm gonna turn that down. Because, like, the voices were really quiet. Even, like, that might be good. We'll try this. Give that a shot. Okay, hello. You look like Yukika almost. It seems kind of pathetic to head just straight home after school. I should join a club. Hey, wearing uniforms. I should have gone somewhere that lets you wear regular clothes. Does that exist in Japan? But I'd kill to be able to wear the black uniform in the student council like you. Oh, the student council gets different colors. Huh. Hey, oh, yeah, okay. Same. Oh, no, I'm in the RPG loop. Okay. Guys always bold when it's time to clean. The lies they tell to get out of helping are pathetic. I mean, this guy's sitting there. One of my desk is shorter than the other and keeps shifting around. That's driving me insane. Yep, that feels real. I guess the journalism club's been busy. I mean, with all the weird stuff happening. Weird stuff? Recently, a lot of students have been getting hurt. Rumor is there's a slasher on campus. It's Shinji. Calling it now. Hey, dude. Hey, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club was calling a general meeting. You better go. Also, I'm going to speak to you again. So, I'm in the journalism club? You're not a member? You're always talking in the hallway with the editor-in-chief. Go check that out. The editor-in-chief of the school newspaper is calling for you. Better go talk to her. Her? Okay. I really wish I was dating Shinji's sister. She's that cute girl in the nurse's office. And we'd get married and she'd feed me and I'd wake up to her every day, squee. But the thought of Shinji being my brother-in-law is... if only they weren't related. Well, sir, do I have news for you. Class 2B, a lot of athletes here, so it's a little overwhelming. It's noisy as usual. I'd rather not get noticed, so I better hightail it out of here. Okay, lockers. The shared locker for classrooms use. As stationary supplies buried beneath, under a treasure trove of Fujimura's junk. Sorry, when I saw Fujimura's junk, my mind got a little bit excited, but that's not what it is. So, where's this editor-in-chief? Is it you? Wait, are you? Oh my god, it's the trio! This is the trio! Hello, fellow journalist. First, go off and listen to what the editor-in-chief has to say. You're Himuro! Take care of whatever it is. She's so hyperactive. You're the only one who can stand to be around her. Yeah, now, there you are. Here's Yukika. Anyway, listen to what the editor-in-chief has to say. Oh my god. It's absolutely you three. Look who's here. It's the newspaper club's ace. Got any leads? What did you forget? You have to write an Unsolved Mysteries of Tsukimihara article. And I told you yesterday. There's much time left before the deadline. Oh, whatever. Your work's always so good, so I'll leave this in your capable hands. My benevolence is like a black tiger running around. Yes, that doesn't make any sense. So that's that. I've done some investigating. It's your job to do the rest. Look so surprised. There's a method to my madness. Okay, so about the first preview edition, the one called Gateway to the Paranormal. So listen. There's supposedly an entrance to the spirit world at the rear of the archery range. One time, a male student who got bullied a lot was told to pick up trash there and vanished. Everyone's totally convinced there's paranormal activity going on back there. Is that scary? I mean, ridiculous. Anyways, go sniff out the truth. Leave no stone unturned. Your nose and eyes are the tools of the trade for the journalist. Got it? You're the mysterious one. Your reply should be, yes, ma'am. All right, hop to it. I can't believe that these three are here. Huh. And without names, which is crazy. Hurry up and solve the mystery of the gate. Tell the truth, the story is really scary. We're counting on you to unravel the mysteries of Tsukimihara, like the editor-in-chief always says. Can't avert your eyes from life's mysteries. I'm happy to get HD models of these three when the remake comes out. By the way, oh. Okay. That jump scared me. I guess I was going to say, by the way, this is being done before the remake. So everything I talk about will be about before there's a remake. Out of the blue, a feeling that something was moving behind the door overcame me. As a rule, students aren't allowed inside the supply room. It must be a rat or something. For some unknown reason, I found my eyes drawn to the door of the supply room when the door is suddenly and violently thrown open. Oh hey, I have cards of you in grand order. I have no clue who you are, but I know I have cards of you. Without warning, a man appears from out of the shadows. Dressed in black with a dour expression. The person in question is very intimidating. But that sense of intimidation is immediately replaced with extreme discomfort and unease. A sudden, overwhelming sense of danger gives me goosebumps all over my body. His cold, blank stare sends chills down my spine as though he's marking me for death. For some reason, it feels as though he's deciding whether to break my neck or skin me alive. He begins to mutter under his breath while at the same time reaches out with his right hand. Chills run down my spine, gain intensity. Waves of nausea and vertigo wash over me. I feel like a rabbit watching the wolf draw near. Maybe this isn't just raw terror. I think he's holding something that's making me feel this way. Huh. The note of disgust in his voice is obvious as he slowly lowers his hand. The paralysis that seemed to take hold of me suddenly fades away. The man continues to look down on me with those dead eyes of his. Yeah, but I don't think random adults are allowed either. Campus is about to close. If you have nothing else to do, I advise you to go home now. But you shouldn't be here either. Wait. Wait. Kazuki. You don't look at all like Soichiro. And so here's the thing. This is why I don't believe him. If this was just a radical redesign of Kazuki-sensei, I feel like he'd have the same voice. So I don't believe you. At all. The man who introduces himself as Mr. Kazuki turns and heads back into the supply room. That the final bell begins to chime, signaling the end of the day. I don't believe him. Everything begins to progress as normal, as if nothing out of the ordinary had happened. I'm still sore and slicked with sweat. An all too real reminder of what happened. Wonderful. We now have a teacher with obvious murderous intent teaching at our school. Huh, parallels. The door to supply room is locked tight. Students aren't allowed to enter. What's so important about that? I'm gonna hit that save button again. Because, like it says, save often, people told me. Entrance to Spirit World? No clue. Maybe you should ask the archery club advisor, Fujimura. Wanna know where Tiger is? Wouldn't she be at the archery range or something? Alright, well then I guess I go this way this time, right? And out back, right? Or is it this way? Which way? This way? Main gate? Ah, that's the archery range, yep. Archery range. Hi! Oh, listen to the squeaky of the floor. Squeaky, squeaky. Can I go out? Nope. Like, inverted from what it was in most Fate media. At least from what I remember, at least. You caught me in the middle of cleaning. Those archery kids don't even unstring their bows. The worst is when they leave their arrows stuck in the target mount. I usually make the kids do it, but there's no club activities leading them to exams, so I'm doing it. An entrance to the spirit world? It's just a rumor, it's not real. Exams are right around the corner, so don't waste your time on stuff like that. Go home, shoo-shoo. What appears in the archer range isn't the entrance to the spirit world, but Miss Fujimura. I can't say I'm surprised she's behind one of Tsukimihara's mysteries. It's fitting. I'll report this tomorrow, so I can go home now if you want. A day will pass if you go home. gonna stay at school for now. I think I'll poke around the campus a little longer. If I want my to leave, I should head out the main gate. Who is this dude? I have the cards of the character from this game. It's not him. Like, it's strange. So this way, the side gate is closed. If I want to leave school, I should leave the main exit. Okay. Like, this guy's... I don't know who this dude is. He's not the main character, I'll say that. The priest from the neighboring chapel has been coming to school a lot lately. He's tall, dark, handsome, mostly dark. That is intriguing. I wonder. I do wonder. I can also use the buttons to walk, which is nice. But I am playing with a PlayStation controller, I'll say, and that's one of the nice things about using an emulator. Wasn't his name Kazuki? He seems not dangerous, but definitely merciless. Okay, he's a bit crazy. Wait a sec. Is Nurse Sakura really... Nurse Sakura? Shinji Mato's little sister? You get that idea? They don't even look anything alike. Unless she's not? I'm not really sure. I feel for her, though. It's like she's the topic of a million rumors. Plus, she has Shinji as a brother. If I was her, my diary would be longer than Peace and War and Peace. Yeah, we read that. You actually keep a diary? How archaic. I never expected something like that from you. We've read that. Room 1C. First years are devoid of life. I wonder what's going on. There's some stuff going on that I definitely have ideas about for sure. You know, there's some general... Can we go down? Cafeteria, they're still getting ready, which is weird because at the end of the day. Can we go to the roof? Well, third floor. Let's check out... These transitions are buck wild. Hey, have you noticed how that one girl in the nurse's office wears long sleeves even in the summer? She's always wearing a long jacket. Could it be that her older brother bullies her? Wow! Just right away! This dude studies. He knows his stuff. Class 3C, they gape at me like underclassmen or some sort of exotic creatures. Well, continue exploring because the writing's good. I'm enjoying it. Class 3B, none of the upperclassmen seem to adore curry. What? Okay. Yo, for real, I've been making Japanese curry mixed with moose meat. So good. 3A, I don't know much about the upperclassmen. Hey. Well. We're kind of in the middle year, as usual. Hi. Rain or shine, the student council president is at the main gate. Gotta tip your hat to that. Yeah, or pull the stick out of his butt so we can walk away. He's not a bad guy overall, though. Multimedia room. It's multimedia room. That's it. It exists. Movie screening The Great Pirate Stronghold Chronicle of the South Seas. Sounds like an action-adventure movie. I might want to see it. Pirates, huh? Wonder when we'll get to see one of those. So obviously there's one character who's missing. The rooftop's locked. There's a do not enter sign. So that'll change. Obviously there's one missing character. Yeah, that's fairly obvious here, but we'll see if they... Maybe we'll see. We'll see. Okay, well, let's head home. I don't see much else reason to stick around. Just got some lore. Oh, nope. The main gate is this way. Main gate? Maybe I should just go home. Day will pass if you leave. Yep, go home. Save your progress? Yeah. Ah, there we go. No reason to not do that. What does that mean? LDL. Humble days are precious as gold dust. Where are the buyers? Huh. What is this day's remaining? Well, what does it mean? Walking to class, the girls that normally flock around Shinji Mato aren't there. He seems to be in a bad mood today. His usual posse of girls is keeping their distance. I'll ask him if something happened. What? Like I tell you, if anything happened to me, which it didn't. Nothing happened at all. Hey, you know that Ice Queen Rin Tosaka? She thinks she's so much better than everyone else. At first I thought she'd be the only one who would understand how lonely it is at the top. I tried talking to her yesterday, but I got nowhere. Maybe I just intimidate her or something. Might have lost a few points for getting violent. The girls who talk back to me get slapped. I'd never hook up with such a violent, stuck-up bitch like that, no matter how hot she is. What a waste. She'd be perfect if she just kept her mouth shut. Wow, I can't say these words because they're too rude. You agree with me, right? Right? It's like there's some tension between Shinji and Rin Tosaka. Knowing Shinji, he probably hit on her and got shut down. And why'd she take a shot at me? I thought she was gonna start spinning star kicking me next. Nice reference to, fighting games, because of course those are made by Capcom. He continues to whine under his breath. Only imagine how sleazy Shinji was being with her. Normally, his super aggressive approach works, but obviously it didn't with Rin Tosaka. Life's more interesting when it's got little shakeups like this. As if right on cue, it's Fujimura barged into the classroom as the bell sounds. I made it. Good morning, everyone. All right, no one's absent since then. There are no announcements. Let's start homeroom. Again? Yep. As soon as she turns to reach for the chalk, she trips and falls, as she always does. As she falls, her fingernails drag across the blackboard with a horrifying sound. Don't play it. Thank you. Thus, another typically mundane day begins anew. Buddy, that looks a bit warm. That looks a bit warm to wear in class, my man. Though the Great War had finally come to an end, while conflicts still persist. Despite the suffering of the previous generation, battles are still waged 30 years on. What are you talking about there, sir? 30 years? We'll see, we'll see. Standing behind the lectern today is the school's newest teacher, Kazuki. Although he's supposed to be teaching math, his lesson seems to have gone off on a tangent. Now, instead of armies, attacks in ever greater numbers are being carried out by terrorists in an attempt to suppress these terrorist groups. With that, the bell signaling the end of class sounds, and with the end of the day here, the tension in the classroom drops immediately. Alright, let us end here today. Yes, before I forget, there's an announcement from the student counselor. Recently, a rise in the number of slashing incidents has made the surrounding area dangerous. That in mind, keep any detours to a minimum and head home as quickly as possible. Get home quickly? Good advice, but I still have to finish a few assignments for the journalism club. Why am I so gung-ho about investigating the school's 7 wonders is a mystery even to me. It seems important for some reason. Of course, who's gotta have 7 wonders? Everything does in Japan. I have to turn in yesterday's report. I better go see the editor-in-chief this evening. Things are definitely afoot, you know? I'm gonna talk to everyone still. Wait, search? What am I searching? So where Shinji sits. Shinji's desk is disturbingly organized, a reflection of his obsessive-compulsive personality. Huh. You're investigating a story right now? Maybe I should join the journalism club too. The editor-in-chief was looking for you. She was going on about you being late with an article. I mean, I did my best. See that punk around? I mean, Shinji, of course. Don't say that to his face, though. Don't worry. I think it all the time. Strange happenings on campus? I wonder who comes up with all these rumors. Hello? Hey, guess what? I just passed this gorgeous girl on the stairs. Could she be a new student? Sure, you're just talking about Rin Tosaka from Class B. Saka never heard of her. You've really never heard of her? Pretty, athletic, smart, classy. Or a stuck-up Miss Perfect who all the guys adore and all the girls despise. Wouldn't be unrealistic to call Rin Tosaka the most popular girl in the whole school. Are you pulling my leg? Girl, you're so dense you probably wouldn't even feel it if I pulled your leg anyway. I'm not dense much. She wasn't wearing a school uniform. She was wearing red. How would you explain that? No, I hadn't noticed. I'm remembering wrong. You would. Come on, let's hurry to our club. Yeah. There's no toe suckers here. So are you Himuro or another student? You're Kazuki. Everyone says he's scary, but he's actually a good teacher. Like, I can't actually tell. It feels like, yeah, there's multiple Himuros. I don't know how to feel about that. In our school, weird. I can't put my finger on it, but maybe it's a teacher or the classes. Like, everything feels artificial. Wow! This dude is straight on the nose with the plot twist that I'm sure is coming. That's it. Don't mind me. The crazy sometimes just comes out. Good work on the investigation report, the editor-in-chief. Finally. Hello, fellow journalists. How did the case of the archery range go? I see. It was Miss Fujimura, the editor-in-chief, wanting to hear about that. How is she the editor-in-chief? I feel like she can't edit anything. Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yesterday? Interesting. So it was Tiger. Of course there's no entrance to the spirit world. Thanks to you, the article will be great. Are you ready for the next article assignment? Next unsolved mystery? Yesterday there was a girl dressed in red on the rooftop. Rumors about Little Red Rooftop are spreading. Go find out what this is all about. A journalist sets the news guides to their feet. To the rooftop. Okay. That Issei? Yep. Girl on the rooftop, her. Just happens to be up there now. I saw her holding the key to the rooftop a moment ago. You're not going to address that? I thought students were allowed up there. I hear there's a murder near the school yesterday. A high school kid was killed. It happened on their way home. I live near there, and now I'm scared to go home. That is... no bueno. No bueno, por favor. So. Turn the doorknob, and the metal door opens silently on its hinges. As a rule, no one is allowed up on the rooftop, but I can see someone's elongated shadow. Vibrant colors set off by the setting sun. It's enough to take one's breath away. Under the now blood-red sky, a single girl looks out onto the town that spreads out below. Like a figure out of the painting, the girl seems to shine with the same red glow as the setting sun. Like the red accents in the yeah, the red accents in the ribbon are quite nice. But also remind me quite a bit of Dark Sakura, which I'm sure is just a coincidence, but it's the same color scheme for sure. Wow, we're just going into that, huh? Huh. I expected this twist to come a little bit later. I'm not quite sure if that last statement was supposed to express disgust or disappointment. As she finishes speaking, which is kind of a terrible idea now that you think about it, a faint smile forms on the girl's lips as she slowly turns in my direction. Her unwavering gaze makes it seem like she can see things hidden to others. Her eyes seem to shine with an intensity that rivals that of the fiery red of the evening sky. What? Oh my god, are we literally playing as an NPC? Okay, but here's the thing. This hits differently now that people legitimately use the phrase NPC to describe people. Dang, those are not school-appropriate shoe wear. Continuing to mumble quietly to herself, the girl quickly walks my way. Unexpectedly, her finger reaches out and touches my cheek. The one on my face, don't worry. Whoa. Mumbling to herself, the girl disappears without a trace. It's like no one was ever there at all. She vanished? There or not, her form has been indelibly burned into my mind. Oh, you're still here. It's almost time to leave school. She should prepare to go home. What's wrong? You look a little pale. The sound of Issei's voice pulls me back to reality. I must look completely dazed and confused. Maybe I'm tired, or... I'll talk with the editor-in-chief again tomorrow. In any case, I think the course of wisdom would be to go home like Issei says. I'm not going to leave, actually, because I should probably look around the campus more. Yeah, go through the main gate, because I want to go talk to people about her. Okay, well, that's the same, so let's go downstairs then. See if we can talk to more people about what's going on, because I feel like that's important to kind of establish, like, hey, There's weird stuff afoot. Oh. For some reason, Shinji keeps messing with the door. I wonder what he's up to. I recognize this door. That's weird. Why won't it open? What, you haven't left yet? Wait, don't tell me. Never mind. Losers like you shouldn't be on campus right now. Who knows, you might get whacked by that killer. Hey, don't say I didn't warn you. What are you up to? Shut it, you. Won't mean anything to a nerd like you. I won't mean anything to a nerd like you, but I... Why am I explaining anything? Let's get the hell out of here already. Can I ask you about the killer, too? Go home already. Nope. It's the nurse's office. Oh, wow. Nurse's office. I can feel people inside, but I'm not quite sure how. The door won't budge. Okay. What's this place? Faculty office. Okay. It was a good thing that I checked that out, I feel. I trust Shinji as far as I can throw him, which is into the sun. Which is, I actually don't trust him that much. I just want to throw him into the sun. Don't girls get cold when they wear flowy skirts? I guess. Soon the time will come for you to pick a side in the nerd war. What? Comic books are so much better than manga. That guy over there, though, likes big eyes and small mouths. What? I love manga. I love this manga. It's my favorite. Don't tell Tiger, she'll confiscate it. Think, like, do you think a fly on the wall or the fly on men's pants have the better view? What the frick is in the water at this school? Why is it even called a fly in the first place? I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Well, I guess let's go head on home. Maybe I should just go home. Go home. Save your progress, yeah? Should absolutely be rotating my saves. I will! Eventually. Auspicious star, such dazzling light, it drowns out even the chime of bells. That's terrifying! I enter the classroom. Once again, Shinji Mato, and the seat next to me has a full house. I'm telling you, you don't have any talent. Give up. Oh, buddy, come on. Really? Let's not use that word. Okay, but here's the thing. I'm normally against that word being used inappropriately. However, Shinji would say that. Absolutely. You know what he said to that? What? What did he say? We're dying to know. Tell us. The wuss gets all boohoo and he says, I'll keep practicing until I get better. I can at least get better than you who skips practice. Sorry, I have to laugh. Anybody knows you can't practice your way into being a genius. If he wants to practice something, he should practice not sounding like a tool. The guy's not a total maggot, but he's still trash that needs to find a garbage can. That moron. People aren't created equal. Even people who are born above average can never reach the same heights as the naturally gifted. You must be so talented if you don't need to practice, Mato. I feel so bad for that kid. Trash can't help being trash. It should learn to stop dreaming about being something better. Bell rings. Response, the gaggle girls shuffle off to their own seats. While we wait for the teacher to arrive, get caught up on what Shinji said for some reason. Whether or not Shinji has innate talent, I think it's pretty clear that I'm a nobody. Nobody with no goals. I mean, when I even try to think about the future, I get overwhelmed. As long as I keep plodding along, someday I'll reach my totally average future. Hey, that happens to everyone, right? Actually, people who break the pattern? How? I have no idea. To me, today's just another ordinary day. Green flash. Good morning, everyone! You didn't trip. Suddenly, my heart accelerates, each beat painfully strong. It's as if my body is on high alert. No, it's not a reaction to Miss Fujimura, no. Well, kids, it's a little out of the blue, but today I want to introduce you to a new friend. Who's this? Dude? Girl? Who are you? Who are you? It's him. This blonde boy is the one causing my body's fight or flight instincts to prickle. Go on, Leo. Introduce yourself. Oh, well, Leo, they'll be attending school with these people, so I'm sure they'd like to know who you are. Steps forward, then in a louder voice says, Bistario. So you like beast stars? I also seem to notice you wearing gloves. Why? Classroom is silent. There aren't even any jabs at his eccentric manner of speaking or any coos over how pretty he is. Said the entire classroom is enthralled by his regal bearing. Tranced even. Shinji's words come to mind. It's what it means to be on a different level. None of us plebes can ever hope to reach the level of this that this kid lives on. Not overextending call his very existence transfixing. Like deer in headlights, we're immobilized by a presence far brighter than our own. His natural place is above us, looking down as our king. How did someone like him end up here? Must be a mistake. Anyway, everyone, please make Leo feel welcome. Then Leo, if you'd please take a seat. Looks like the third seats in the second row from the right is open. Will that be okay? Leo? You're addressing me. I see no reason to not allow you to call me Leo, as it didn't feel awkward to hear it from you. If you have the chance, I'd very much like for a delightful woman like you to visit my country. Jeez, don't joke with your teacher. To your seat, Leo. I won't smack you since, well, it was kind of a flattering of you to say. Of course, I appreciate your diplomacy, Miss Fujimura. Then the boy gave the kind of easy smile that only kids can. The simple smile washes away the tension in the room. People begin to even smile themselves. I think he's not so much a king as a prince. Maybe above us, but he also has a natural charisma that draws up to his level. However, it seems that there's at least one person in class whose mileage varies. I don't like him. Getting with the teacher already, that arrogant little twerp. Shinji's clearly not happy. If you have any questions, anyone in the class, ask anyone in the class or myself. You come to me first. There's no need to be shy. As I understand, I'm pleased that I will be attending such a good school. Why, can we get the blur filter off, please? Am I imagining things just for a second? I think he shifted his attention toward me. Not toward anyone else, not even Shinji. Still bad-mouthing Leo. To me alone. Yeah, right, there's no way a practically otherworldly person like him would notice bland me. Skipping through the middle. School day ended with nothing of interest occurring. That Leo. Can't shake the uneasiness he awoke in my heart. Feels like cogs somewhere have become misaligned. Just excited because, for once, something happened. Well, besides what happened yesterday. I should report yesterday's finding to the editor-in-chief. Boy, we all attracted to Leo or what? Seems like more and more people are staying home. Could that slasher rumor be true? Maybe. Hey, the editor-in-chief was calling for general... Okay, I will. Wait, is this Leo's desk? Desk signed Leo. Its contents reflects Leo's incredible wealth and aristocratic upbringing. It looks like a regular desk to me. Oops, didn't mean to talk to you again.
No, I didn't mean to talk to you again.
Okay, well. You hear there was a murder here the day before yesterday. Been a number of murders in the area recently. Yep, that's a problem. It's Leo. I kind of have a headache. It's like static in my head. Maybe there's a cold going around. Yeah, that happened to me. I hear a familiar voice as I walk down the hallway, coming from around the corner. There you have it. Summarized, about 30% of the participants have overcome the computer's brainwashing. The individuals now remember who they are. They're all Class A magi. One girl in particular made quick work of the brainwashing. I'd say she's a natural, and therefore more adept than wizards who have been more sheltered. Like those domesticated sheep, she's wild mouflin. Stronger, rarer, wilder. Couldn't even bear to put the school uniform the other sheep mindlessly wear. As novel as that girl's wildness is, wild things end up in cages. They'll keep your distance and keep your guard up. Voice coming from in front of the supply room. It was none other than that of a teacher, Kazuki. Speaking politely, almost reverently. However, Rin Tosaka, the Harways in Asia have voiced some concerns regarding her. She's the daughter of a noble family, which makes her unruly behavior even more unbecoming. Noble family? I guess. The voice that chimes in to join Kazuki is none other than the transfer student Leo's. Unlike in class, his voice held a childlike temerity. It seemed like Kazuki's words bothered him. Simply just a failure like the other dropouts, and so he's below your concern. Nothing in the world that doesn't concern me, teacher. More importantly, I wonder what a domesticated being like me can learn from her wild bravery. There's nothing because you are already perfect. The thing you lack is something the world itself lacks. It was a joke. It's been a while since I've been scolded. I think I enjoy it coming from you. In any case, I'll heed your warning about her. So are there any other important happenings? Not worth noting the assassins sent by those alchemists. I've yet to confirm anything. No doubt they're looking about. I don't believe I've ever seen how an alchemist fights. Their charms, or their symbols rather, are quite unusual. You have the opportunity now. Aren't you curious, teacher? Well, I've checked about the assassin first. They're the only ones to watch out for. However, there are others with excellent abilities. A handful of others have passed the prelims besides Rin Tosaka. I don't see the rush. I think there's much to be learned from observing this school. I'd like to take my time and enjoy, for instance, the beauty of things like the garden. I seem to employ quite the skilled gardener. You should see the garden too, Mr. Kazuki. No. Brother. Will respectfully decline my report. See, too bad. Need anything else? It'll be best if we have as little as contact with each other as we can. It's unusual for a teacher and student to meet like this. Stand, be careful. Yes, you too, brother. Following these words, they both disappear, perfectly in sync with each other. I didn't understand what they were saying. I get the feeling that I shouldn't have been listening. Where did they go? Okay. Schedule for elective classes. It's paying to change classrooms. Yep, it is. Librarian's message devolves into scribbles. Carpe diem. It's supposed to be inspirational, but... Okay. Again, interesting stuff is afoot. Well, let's talk to these three. Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yesterday? What, little red rooftop vanished before your eyes? Disappear. There isn't anything we can do about that. Thing we can do? Look at the editor-in-chief's reaction. It's not right. I thought she'd say something like, hey, don't scare me like that. Actually, the problematic part is how nonchalantly she is that a person disappeared. Your next story will be Mystery of the Courtyard Chapel. Editor-in-chief keeps talking like nothing happened. Already on to the next thing. Did I say something? Did you know there's a chapel on campus, even though this isn't a mission school? It seems a chapel has been here longer than the school. It's just a rumor. I say it's haunted and magic rites are performed there. Sending you to investigate. Since the courtyard is at the right end of the first floor hallway. That's definitely curious. Also, hi? Scared the bejesus out of me. What do you want? Actually, I'm glad you're here. The editor-in-chief asked me to investigate the 7 wonders, but check this out. The Tsukimihara's 7 wonders. One of them is a female ghost who wanders the hallway. Ghost of a foreign girl wanders the 3rd floor. If you respond to her, she'll suck out your soul. Now that you know the details, go investigate it for me. Think I should just walk around the 3rd floor and do it on my own? No way, I can't really handle paranormal stuff. If anyone can take on the case of the wandering ghost on the 3rd floor, it's you. Good luck. Ghost, huh? Hey, buddy, do you know about a ghost? Looking at the garden and caught the eye of a stranger and they vanished. Maybe it's just a coincidence, but I've had this splitting headache ever since. What's up with that? Hey, are you the ghost girl? What do you want, 2nd year? Could you possibly be... No way. Go home, kid. The area on school has been safe recently. I am 1 year younger than you. What type of kid? Anyways, people's advice to save often is making my brain worried, so I'm gonna save. Oh? It's a question mark. School is over, all trace of humanity disappear. Silence left behind is terrifying. Alone in the midst of this unnerving scene, I suddenly sense a strange presence nearby. It feels like there's someone standing right behind me, staring at the back of my head. It has to be my imagination. I hear no footsteps, no sounds of breathing. I'm alone here. Yet the feeling that I am not alone persists. It must be a hallucination of some kind. What should I do? If it's my imagination playing tricks on me, there'd be nothing there if I turn around and look. What should I do? Turn around! Turn around and of course no one is there. Oh! I know you! Is what I want to say. However, standing there appears to be a young girl. The young girl's appearance is definitely at odds with the surrounding campus. Its massive frills and hoop skirt, her dress is right out of the Victorian era. Combined with porcelain-like skin, looks like a child's doll come to life. It's kind of a relief, but the point is, it really doesn't seem like she's really alive. The girl doesn't move a muscle. It's like a doll. A corpse. It's like a painting. A wraith. Oh, we got that split text. Her eyes, full of sadness, stare fixedly in my direction. Suddenly her figure begins to melt away. As she slowly fades into nothingness, the last thing to disappear are her eyes. Bruh. The strange presence I felt fades away. Nothing to indicate a girl was ever here. It must be the source of all the wandering girl stories floating around the school. Okay, but I feel like you're also taking this nonchalantly, Mr. NPC man. Like, bruh? Wait a second, don't saddle me with this. I'm not good with the cult stuff either. You're like, bruh, I just saw it, and... Okay. Blocked again. Okay, well... Schoolyard chapel, huh? Well, take a look. What you up to today, friend? Strange, even for here. Oh, it's you again. I don't have time to play like you obviously do. But play reporter or whatever it is friendless geeks like you do instead of having a life. There's so many people who are like, no, don't worry, the extra version of Shinji is so much better. Guys. Okay? I was at the arcade the other day and I saw Miss Fujimura there again. I think she lives there. I saw her there too. She won so many stuffed animals like she was mustering an army. Oh, Miss Fujimura, the gamer. Going up to the garden, keep your guard up. It's almost too quiet there. I've been getting these crushing headaches at school. It's starting to freak me out. The garden, huh? This is a problem. For one... Oh boy. There's a number of things here that are bothering me. For one, that is very clearly the church from Stay Night. But this is also, okay. Man stands like a black stain, tainting the joyfully multicolored flower beds around him. It's the new teacher, Kazuki. Man standing in front of me and acting like a teacher by any stretch of the imagination. Sick malignancy of overbearing aggression, frick, that's rad, fills the air. Then scattered around him are dead bodies of students. Why did you come here? Certain that I locked that door. Suppose I'll test you out. His thin lips hardly moved, but in the next instant, bowled over, struck by an invisible force. Chaotic thoughts bury my brain like endless grains of sand. What happened? Can I move my limbs? Seriously, what was that? Suki hasn't moved. No one is nearby. Why? How? My thoughts whirl. My heart races. See what you are now. It isn't you, I suppose. His voice was a quiet hiss. I could hear everything he said. This man with cold, inscrutable eyes raises his palm towards me. come to. Collapsed in the garden. The garden is silent. There's not even a trace of Kazuki or of the corpses that had been there. I'm uninjured, though my body aches from laying on the hard ground. The cold sweat that covered me is gone too. Only the piercing pain in my head remains. It was just a bad dream. Gulp air and attempt to stand. The ground seems to move under my feet. Of course the ground isn't moving. I'll give my report to the editor-in-chief tomorrow and just go home for the day. I'm not gonna leave now. No, I should probably look around campus more if I want to leave, go through the main gate. I feel like there's some important stuff to go to. The main voice can be heard coming from inside the chapel. Wonder if a service is being held now, but as I try to move closer, I better hear the muffled voice. My body refuses to cooperate. This is... For multiple reasons, this is very interesting. Like, there's a lot happening here that is curious. So, you know how people dream about what they do in the day? I've got a new plan, sleep, studying. Oh, new plan, sleep, studying. Okay, that's okay. Hello, mysterious man. Hello, pupil. Shall follow your progress with great interest. Best of luck. I wonder who that is. Okay. Hey, guess what? I saw the priest eating some super spicy food at a Chinese restaurant by my house. Yeah, that's definitely curious. Definitely not getting strange vibes from this whole thing. Especially that remaining one there. That's a problem, but okay. Let's go home, I guess. Go home. What is that gonna be then? The remaining? Day 4. Oh god, are we on 4-day cycles again? Where's the belfry? At that moment, gentle days end. Just like Hollow Ataraxia, the 4-day cycle? 0 days remaining. When I enter the classroom this time, things are a bit different. That's CL from Tsukimihara in the corner? No. Black hair, okay. I know about her. Wow, then how do you solve this problem, Leo? In this case, you substitute this for this and divide everything by x. It's the same simple equation that you used earlier. Well, you're right. Thank you, Leo. Unlike someone else, he helps his classmates without displaying an ounce of condescension. That someone is directing a nasty scowl towards the new kid. Brown-nosed idiots will suck up to anyone who's got bigger pea brains than theirs. Never, it's no skin off my back. People who are ugly inside are ugly outside, too. It seems Shinji's gaggle of female admirers has migrated to Leo's desk. For once, Shinji's irritation is kinda understandable. I'll give him this. The brat is a real charity worker laying the charm for those sows. Desperate Trooper is smarter than me, but I'm the real smart one here. Let's see what he's doing. Some little kid doesn't know that I'm onto him. Reacting to Shinji's voice, Leo glances this way. His expression is inscrutable, but not hostile. What do you want? You want to go? A few false starts. Shinji finally manages to squeeze out that low voice. I'm happy someone's calling him out. I don't know if Leo heard, but he gets out of his seat. Recoil turns into a noticeable flinch, which Leo smiles kindly as added in response. Unlike Shinji's, Leo's gestures are filled with dignity. If I have unknowingly given you a cause to be malicious, I would like to deeply apologize. Shinji Mato, was it? I'll be careful not to upset you in the future. His message firmly delivered, Leo returns to his seat. His soft voice bore no note of hostility or resentment. I know it's hard to believe. Leo wasn't upset. He knows when to bow down to true authority, it seems. I'm such a nice guy. I'll just accept his apology, yeah. It's not like he ever pissed me off. After visually confirming that Leo's otherwise occupied, Shinji feigns calmness and leans back. I made it. Good morning, everyone. Oh, Trip. Yep, okay, it's back. And thud. The sound makes me cringe no matter how many times I hear it. Everyone is desensitized to it for the most part. But knowing she'll just jump to her feet in a few seconds, we should probably worry more. So that countdown's got me feeling something. Ninja still seems to be in a bad mood. It's obvious that he doesn't like Leo all that much. Damn, it's impossible to tell if he's really mad or just being cynical. Either way, it's just more of the same. Oh, suddenly I'm being hit by the universe being destroyed-itis. It's like our homeroom teacher's daily dramatic entrance. Once again, the day begins. Alrighty, then let's pick up where we left off. According to Dr. Peaceman's biography, during class I thought I saw Leo smirk a little, but other than that, nothing exciting occurred. Another boring day and a long string of boring days. Who here knows what amnesia is? It's a terrifying condition where an individual loses all their memories, caused by brain damage, severe trauma, or even infections on one's mucous membranes. The section of the doctor's biography we just covers touches on this condition. The cure for such a scary condition was discovered by Dr. Peaceman. That said, using amnesia for an excuse for forgetting homework isn't gonna fly. When I was young, a fair number of my classmates were unscrupulous enough to try this. And before you get any ideas, I'm still young. In fact, I'm putting that on the test. As per her norm, lecture's tiger starts to peter out. This is a collective. This, again, starts to rise from the students. It's Fujimura. Without being acknowledged by the teacher, Leo suddenly rises to his feet. Tension in the classroom ratchets up immediately as all eyes focus on Leo. The young boy surveys the room with a mysterious smile, taking in everyone's startled glances. Oh, and of course, my fellow classmates. It is time for me to leave. We'll probably never meet again, so I wish you all well. What? My head, the pain. And before I forget, Miss Fujimura, I think you are still young even now. Just as your presence is enough to remind me of the beauty of youth. You're a remarkable person. After what seemed to be a very slight bow, he immediately seems to disappear from the room. What is happening? Alright then, let's continue. Please turn to page 86. And accompanied by the sound of flipping pages, the lesson goes on as if nothing had happened. Putting off like, what a jackass. I have to use the John to be a little more discreet. I have to leave to crap. It's supposed to be some kind of aristocrat or princeling or something. Of course, what just happened is impossible. A highly suspicious disappearance in the middle of class, and the teacher doesn't seem to care. No one in class says anything, and the class continues as if nothing as strange has happened. It was the same dull, dreary scene as yesterday, and the day before. This can't be natural. What is going on? It's still blurry! After Leo's exit from class, the lesson continues unabated, as if following a set script. Strange. Just definitely strange. Are we literally just an NPC that's gained, like, sentience? It's as if the world tilted slightly. Everything within it is losing its sense of presence. It feels like gonna explode. It is making it hard to remember who I am. Think of it. I mean, really, who am I? What is my name? How old am I? Where do I live? How many people are in my family? What was my life like before I started attending this school? I can't remember anything. Memory has been completely erased somehow. Oh, and why did this happen? That's right, the editor-in-chief of the journalism club. As the president of the journalism club, she should at least know my name. I know I have to have filled out something when I first joined the club. I'll ask her. Hopefully she'll be in her normal spot. Oh, the buzz is happening and everyone's blurry. Yo, guy, where the heck did he go? I never thought he'd be the type to ditch class. And where is everyone? It's like a ghost town around here. Things are getting weird. Is Leo's stuff gone? Can't even click on his desk. Spooky music. My headache has gone from terrible to worse. I'm freaked out. What's poppin', jeez? With Leo all of a sudden, I've seen that. I've had enough of this. Yeah, you have color, they don't. My head, it hurts. What is its blurriness? Good work on the investigation. Report to the editor-in-chief. Oh, our club's ace. Did you find out anything yesterday? Editor-in-chief is her usual cheery self. All I can think about is the pile of dead bodies I witnessed. I have to ask about myself. I'll ask what my name is. Your name? Look it up in the registry at the library. School registry. It has everyone's name. If I look at the school registry, it should jog my memories. Go to library. Library was on the first floor, right? I'm confused. Nope. In Japan, they're usually on the second floor. The music. It's this way, right? Yeah, it's continuing down this hall. Right. Hi? Want to see the registry of names? It's on a bookshelf in the library, I think. That's okay, that's just it. Library. Check out this room first. Yep, that's a library. Where's the computer that we're supposed to get? I found it. Tsukimihara Academy Student Registry. As I read through this, I should be able to remember everything about myself. I open the book and begin turning the pages. Immediately I notice something's terribly wrong. Pages are blank. Blank. Every single page was blank. Reach for last year's school registry and I start flipping through the pages. Blank. What is happening here? Who am I? Just what is this place? Guys, I'm not going crazy. Do we exist? Oh no. Anyone? Leo, hey, I thought you left. How's the bathroom going, bud? Something wrong with this place, but more worrying is the fact I can't remember who I am. At the one at the campus, I see Leo walking down a hallway on the first floor. As a transfer student, I can't see why Leo would want to visit any of the freshmen. Also, there's nothing ahead but a dead end. I wonder what Leo's really up to. Oh, Sakura. It's you, brother. I heard that you skipped archery practice again. What the hell's wrong with you? Sorry, brother, but Embarrassing me. How many times must I repeat myself, Sakura, you stupid? If you keep listening to others instead of me, wait. Can I call you my little sister? I don't have a sister. And I've always wanted one. Huh? And recently things have been kind of flaky. Oh god. It's this weird feeling. Brother, you appear to be experiencing fatigue. Inserting apology text. Error detected. Oh god. Please maintain a calm demeanor. Brother, please relax. Inserting reassurance text. Error detected. What's up, Shinji? Whatever is the matter, brother? Select desired sister personality. Things will get worse if you don't decide, but any choice will be the wrong one. So why not totally you lose? Aren't you tired, brother? Don't you want to go ape shit? Calm down, brother. What's going on? Damn, why is everything going haywire? Brother, wait. Cease forward progress. Male relation construct, brother. Akaramato's speech begins to skip and repeat. It's as if she was a malfunctioning robot. It's like she was reading from a script rather than engaging in a normal conversation. It wasn't only the incredible fling Shinji or the robotic soccer that was going insane. Vertigo overcomes me as the school starts to waver. Something is happening to the world. Okay? Ah, brother, you appear to be... Okay, same thing. Huh. Let's see what the heck Leo's doing. I suddenly have this weird feeling that someone or something is up ahead in the hallway. Who, for some reason, is examining the wall at the end of the hallway with almost excessive interest. The attention to detail is quite impressive. Even the surrounding air is surprisingly substantial. If that is the case, this world is in some ways more real than the real world it represents. That's just my opinion. How about you guys? What are your thoughts on this? That moment, it feels like my heart skips a beat. Almost immediately, my blood pressure skyrockets along with my body temperature. My pulse is like an explosion in my ears as my blood races through my veins, and the reason is clear. Now Leo has turned to face me. I know for sure he's talking to me. There's nobody else present besides the two of us. Greetings. I believe this is the first time we've had an actual conversation. I don't feel any sense of hostility from Leo. In fact, his smile seems genuinely friendly. His smile has the same effect on me as the rising of the morning sun, warm and comforting. In addition to his smile, his presence is inviting and inclusive, and I find myself drawn to him. Oddly, my worries have vanished. All I can think of is doing as he says, as that's the only way to... Mine feels like it's in a haze. It's like Leo is controlling my thoughts in some way. Attending school wasn't half bad. I've never had the opportunity to go to one before now. In that respect, this has been quite an interesting experience. However, the time for fun has come to an end. I did not come here to play at being a student. No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their appointed path. As for me, the time to do so has arrived. Those final words, Leo turns his back on me. Farewell. No, that's not quite right. I don't think farewell would be accurate in this situation. For reasons I cannot explain, I have a distinct feeling that we will see each other again. I guess I should use the more congenial see you later. It's time for me to move on. I wish you the best of luck. Walk through the walls. Those final words, Leo disappears. He ceases to exist. One moment his hand is on the wall, the next he is gone. The young man in front of me seems to disappear before my very eyes. I'd say reality rejected his existence in it. It feels like it was the opposite, that he refused to be constrained by it. It wasn't any special ability that allowed him to do so, just his strength of will. His departure, I feel as if a great weight is lifted from my very being. Rather than be a cause for concern, it brings a fundamental question to mind. Who am I? As the question pops into my head, it begins to take on a life of its own, searing my brain. Rescue the wall Leo disappeared through. Just a concrete wall at the end of the hallway. About the only thing on the floor is dust. I'm positive there must be something here because Leo walked through the wall. It's so easy to turn around, go back down the hallway and pretend nothing happened. There are still things I need to know. I have no memories. It means I've never had anywhere to go else but here. A place to return to. What was it that Leo said? No matter how enjoyable the detour, eventually one must return to their own appointed path. That's what he said, didn't he? And beyond this wall lies the appointed path and the truth. Follow him. Learn the answers to my questions, and if the answers are painful. Ignorance is bliss. Do I have the fortitude to face the truth and accept it? I want to know. Different. The floors and the walls of schools change the very substance of its being. For some reason, reality cracking this way is intensely disturbing. The world around me is more real than a painting. Not even as real as a sandcastle. I feel like it's so brittle I could tap it and the echo would shake this world. The boring concrete wall once stood, now there's a doorway that I can freely walk through. It's an entrance, no an emergency exit like stairs to the outside. Something of this world. I've no doubt that the world this door leads to is utterly alien. Whatever awaits me inside, whatever shape it takes, there's a certain sort of finality to seeing it. Ultimately, I've already committed to this path. I bid farewell to the false world. My first step along the appointed path. Alright. Okay. Hi. The door seems to be a dismal-looking scrapyard. In front of me is a smooth-skinned effigy. I'm trying to figure out exactly what to do with it. Welcome, Master. Voice comes out of nowhere. That effigy with you is your sword and shield for what lies ahead. It will move in response to your commands. Then please proceed. The truth that you leak I'm really spoonerisming today. The truth that you seek lies ahead. Motivations of the owners of that voice worries me. Obvious I won't learn anything by standing here. There's no longer a path by which I can return. But to head into the darkness with only this strange doll as protection. Yo, effigy for Fate Grand Order? Oh, Kingdom Hearts, I see! Sorry, I can't do this thing. I made it. The deepest depths of this world beyond the door. The place must be the goal I'm supposed to reach. At least that's what I thought. It's stifling. Aura of purity that seems to act as a ward against corrupted souls who try to even enter. Feeling's familiar. It has the feeling of a chapel. Spirits of the deceased still linger. First, I didn't notice, being overwhelmed by the grandeur of the room. One side is a young man in a familiar uniform, still on the ground. I call out to him, but there's no reply. Shake him in an attempt to wake him up when I notice. Stone cold. Steve Austin. RKO out of nowhere. I go as pale as the corpse before me. No longer think coherently. Do a stare in bewilderment. At this moment, fallen effigy lying next to the male student comes to its feet with a clatter. Before I get a chance to make sense of what's going on, it suddenly twists around and comes right at me. Tutorial fight? Yep. Break for 14 damage, 0 damage. Wow, our effigy sucks, dude. Extra turn, alternate reality. Hello? Well, shoot. Game over already? Did we get bad RNG? Seemed to be lacking as well. Stand a chance against that thing. I wasn't qualified to be here. Qualifications? That's right, I should know everything by now. The truth has to be here. Now, going dark. Really scared. The only feeling that remains in me is regret. And at the very end, unable to remember everything about myself. I want anyone, if you make it beyond here, don't forget my name. Did I actually get a dead end? Okay. His story has ended. But what about yours? Me? Who, me? Before you write your own story, choose the vessel of your power. Okay. So, here's my thinking, okay? I think I'm going to play through with Nero. Then, when CCC gets a translation, then I want to do it with Tamamo. Finally, I really want to do Archer in the remake. That's kind of how I want to go about it. We'll see. We'll see how it goes, but I kind of want to go about it that way. I think that will be a good way to kind of go about it. But for now, go with Nero. Saber. Standard. A young woman clothed in crimson raiment with the mannerisms of a man. The servant is best suited for novice players. Oh, they're different difficulty levels. Let's see what they say. Technical, a person of military mien with an enigmatic air wrapped in a red cloak for one to use a variety of skills. Maniac, a half-demon shaman clad in revealing clothes for players who want to be challenged by true adversity. Wow. Yeah, that's fine. I'm going to stick with Saber for now then. At least for now. Whereas in that belfry in that moment, gentle days end. So we're back at the last moment again. Okay, no, we're back at the morning of. I always awaken very abruptly. I don't even think I dream. I suddenly find myself walking to school. My headache worsens day by day, until it finally buzzes in my head like an alarm. That day, in potent numbness, I wake up twice as fast as normal. Walk to the schoolyard. It's clear and cloudless, 7:30 a.m., but what season is it? When I try to recall what season it is, I start to get so dizzy I almost pass out. I wind up ended back up in bed if I let go and faint. For some reason, I've been embracing a rush of useless information. The normal stuff you'd see at school, like the hustle and bustle of my classmates by the entrance. It hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. When I push the thought, my field of vision fizzles. Gay. Why can't... Oh, God! I apologize. For part 1, my reading has been dying. Probably because it's 10 p.m. and I haven't had coffee yet. And I'm not because I want to sleep. Today, again today, there's a crowd of students milling in front of the school gate, or are being directed that way. As to what's going on, the boy in black uniform in front of the school gate is my friend, as I recall. Say Ryudo, as I recall. Remember this from the first time. When Issei notices me looking at him, he pushes through the crowd. Morning, lovely weather we're having, don't you think? He looks so surprised. We announced at last week's assembly that this month the student council would strictly enforce school rules. Okay. He runs through his usual spiel, as if this was the first time he'd ever disclosed that information. I already know this. I know it. I already know what happens. It's happened more than once. Seized by a headache. So dizzy I feel like I'm forcibly logged out of my consciousness. First, let me check your student ID. I shouldn't need to remind you, but it should be on you at all times. My login ID is being checked. Login ID. So obvious now. Login ID. I answer clearly to the question that usually makes me go dizzy. So, okay. Well, I prefer the design of the female. For the sake of role-playing, I'm going to be a male. Also, I'm going to pick the canon name, because that's kind of how I feel. So, Bait Extra main character. What's his name? Because I want to know. Akuno Ishinami. Yes, that is the official name. Please make sure it fits. So, Akuno. Oh, last name. Oops, K. Akuno. Okay, that's just moving. Okay. Hopefully that's not... I don't have a bunch of spaces on my name because I'd hate that. Ishinami. That's the canon name, and that's what I'm sticking with. Just because, again, for roleplay's sake for this. Enter a nickname? For a nickname. That's an interesting thing. Hakuno, like, do I go Hakuno-chan? Hakuno-chan? Please don't, they don't put honorifics, so that's fine. We'll be Hakuno-chan, okay. Sure. Bay Extra, what's the nickname? What is the nickname for exactly? Somebody says NPCs call them by their nickname, I think, once. Let's see. Okay. When characters feel close to you, apparently they use it. So let's go. Let's go Hawk-chan. There we go. We'll make it a bit more impersonal. Oh my god, it's like being a hacker. Let's do it. Akano, Kishinami, and Hawk-chan. Yep, that works. Great, there's no telling when an emergency might occur. Be a help if you have your ID. I feel nauseous, and I know it has nothing to do with what I ate for breakfast this morning. I feel nauseous because of the world around me. Repeating itself over and over, and that's making me sick. Now for the uniform inspection, collar check, panhands check, and your socks check. Get out of my way. I want this repetition to stop. Push him aside and go forward. Not nice about it either. That is the contents of your bag. Oh my god, he's still going. Notebooks, textbooks, pencil box, not even a whiff of contraband. Nails are evenly cut and your haircut is sensible. Indeed, quite remarkable. Model Tsukimihara Academy student. Keeps on talking loudly even though he's facing no one. I have a headache, I'm shivering, I know one thing for sure. This is wrong, this is not the school I know, it can't be. You go. Hurry and wake up or else it'll be too late. Who am I awakening for? Wow, we're just skipping through, huh? My anxiety and headaches are only getting worse. Afternoon arrives while I desperately try to find a way to escape this bizarre situation. It's now the norm, my vision is overlaid with some kind of unnatural distortion. Uneasiness, futility, emptiness. I want someone to explain to me the true nature behind all these feelings. There must be a key somewhere, something that will have the answers to all my questions. Alright, well, I think we're going to leave it here for now. Now that we've kind of become the main character. What's up with that? Oh man, we're gonna have to see. Alright guys, I'll see you next time for some more Fate Extra then. We'll see you then for that. Out.
No matter what they say, you can't be strong.